Good evening, I'm Donna, and tonight on Rare TV, unsung American heroes of Dearborn are speaking up against the Islamic takeover of their city. A shocking moment from a September 9th Dearborn City Council meeting has gone viral when Pastor Ted Barham was smeared as an Islamophobe and told to leave the city by Dearborn's militant Muslim mayor, Abdullah Hussein Hammoud.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
America watched in disbelief as Mayor Hammoud, who claims to represent all residents, revealed his contempt for one of Dearborn's Christian leaders. His message was clear. Pastor Barham was not welcome in what has quickly become one of America's most radicalized Islamic-controlled cities. But something beautiful happened after that verbal assault. Pastor Barham's courage sparked a movement. His stand ignited the people of Dearborn to rise up and defend him, their rights, and their city. At each subsequent city council meeting, more residents showed up, refusing to be silenced. Even at the most recent meeting in October, new faces took the mic, bold, unapologetic, and determined to reclaim their city. Among them, young patriots from Turning Point USA. Noah Mullins, Turning Point chapter president at Grand Valley State University, called out Dearborn's leadership, exposing how the city honored Osama Siblani, a known terrorist sympathizer, with the street sign. He demanded the enforcement of noise ordinances as mosques blast the Islamic call to prayer at 5:30 a.m. and vowed to fight at all costs for the future of this country.
I traveled home tonight to speak with you because of how disturbed I am by recent events in this city. On September 8, 2025, leaders of this city made their allegiance clear. Osama Siblani is a terrorist sympathizer, full stop. I speak on behalf of Americans everywhere when I say that renaming the corner of Warren Avenue and Chase to honor this individual stands against everything this great country represents. Americans do not stand by silently when Hamas and Hezbollah terrorists slaughter innocent men, women, and children. Neither does Mr. Siblani. But instead of denouncing these terrorist organizations like Americans should, he describes Hamas as freedom fighters and describes the former leader of Hezbollah as a hero. I was born in this city, and I no longer recognize my beloved Dearborn. On September 9th, Mayor Hammoud decided to add insult to injury and rebuke a Dearborn resident who brought to light this very issue. Mayor, know that your rebuke of me will fail to make me yield, and that you have revealed your true nature to all of us. As if these two events weren't enough, the city has also decided to not enforce their own noise ordinances by allowing the Islamic call to prayer from local mosques at times as early as 5:30 a.m. Men and women across America are waking up to the state of our city, and all eyes are on Dearborn. I'm a 22-year-old man, but I am willing to give all of myself, and even my life, to the defense of my land, my people, my Lord, and my future wife and children.
Then came Ryan Wozniak, another Turning Point member, who warned what happens when nations suppress free speech. He said branding criticism as hate is the first step towards tyranny. And he's right.
The mayor has previously scolded concerned residents and told them to leave the city, while in the same breath implying that he is the arbiter of peaceful coexistence. I understand that he identifies very passionately with the culture of the land he descends from, but he is not there. America became the country all of our ancestors chose to leave their home cultures for, because we Americans did not just peacefully coexist, but because we assimilated and became one. Decrying any criticism towards your choices as hateful is not only counterproductive, but entirely wrong. Americans quarrel with words, so we do not need to resort to violence, because we care enough about our neighbors to give peace a chance. By deflecting any criticism of your choices using meaningless buzzwords like Islamophobia, it robs us all of the opportunity to peacefully change the other's mind. If the broader Muslim population in America does not start to act like Americans, not just Muslims in America, our children will shed blood because the egos of Islamic leaders like Mayor Hammoud are so large they refuse to consider that they can possibly be wrong.
These young men are walking in Charlie Kirk's footsteps, refusing to back down for truth and standing up for America. And somewhere, Charlie is smiling, knowing his courage lit a fire that cannot be put out. Mayor Hamoud's arrogance should shock no one. Dearborn is roughly 60% Muslim, and nearly all of the city's top positions are held by Muslims. Mayor Abdullah Hamoud, his rival, Nagi al-Mudhegi, Police Chief Issa Shaheen, Patrol Commander Majubazi, Public Health Director Ali Abazid, Chief of Staff Zanib Hussein, and council members Kamal al-Sawafi and Mustafa Hamoud. With this unprecedented religious monopoly, the mayor no longer hides his disdain for Dearborn's remaining minorities, now mostly white, Christian, and non-Muslim Americans. What's happening in Dearborn is not unique. It's a warning. If Americans don't get involved at the local level, at your city councils, your school boards, your zoning meetings, this will become the story of your town, your county, and eventually your nation. Dearborn's patriots are proving what happens when people refuse to back down. So tonight, we honor the citizens of Dearborn who refuse to be silent. The question for every viewer is simple. Will you show up? Will you speak out? Will you defend American values in your city before it's too late? Because saving our nation starts right here at home.